Today, we're diving into something that's at the heart of growth, progress, and innovation: how to generate new ideas at work. We often think creativity belongs only to certain people: designers, marketers, inventors. But that's not true. Creativity isn't a talent reserved for a few. It's a skill, one that every professional can develop. No matter your role, your experience, or your title, your ability to generate ideas is what keeps you relevant, valuable, and fulfilled. Because the professionals who thrive aren't just the ones who work hard, they're the ones who think differently. So today, let's talk about how to unlock that creative energy, even when you feel stuck, tired, or inspired. Let's explore how to bring fresh thinking into your daily routine and how to become the kind of professional who doesn't just follow what works, but creates what's next. First, start by changing how you see creativity. Many people block their own creativity before they even start. They say things like, "I'm not creative," or "I don't have new ideas." But creativity isn't about painting, designing, or inventing something brand new. It's about connecting old ideas in new ways. Think about it. Every great idea, every innovation, every improvement is usually built by combining existing things differently. So if you want to generate new ideas, you don't have to start from scratch. You just have to start seeing differently. Creativity begins with curiosity, asking what if? What if we tried this a little different? What if there's a simpler way? What if the limitation is actually the opportunity? Great ideas don't start with answers, they start with questions. 2. Create space for thinking, not just doing. One of the biggest reasons professionals stop generating new ideas is simple: they never stop working. Their days are filled with tasks, deadlines, and meetings. There's no mental space left to think creatively. But here's the truth: you can't think deeply when you're constantly rushing. If you want to generate new ideas, you have to create space for them. Here are a few ways. Block 30 minutes a week for reflection or brainstorming, even if just for you. Go for a short walk without your phone. Journal your thoughts after a meeting. Not just what was said, but what could be done differently. Sometimes the best ideas don't show up when you're trying to think. They show up when you finally slow down. 3. Feed your mind with diverse inputs. You can't generate ideas from an empty mind. If you only read the same things, talk to the same people, and stay in the same routine, your thinking stays limited. To spark creativity, you need to expose your brain to different sources of inspiration. Try this. Read outside your field, books, articles, or podcasts about topics that seem unrelated to your work. Talk to people in different departments or industries. Watch how others solve problems in completely different ways. The more varied your inputs, the more connections your brain starts to make subconsciously. And that's where ideas come from, the section of curiosity and diversity. 4. Ask better questions. Good ideas don't always come from brainstorming. They come from asking the right questions. Instead of asking, "What should we do next?" ask, "What problem are we really trying to solve? Why hasn't anyone solved this yet? What would this look like if it were easy? What's one small change that could make the biggest impact?" When you start asking smarter questions, you start uncovering deeper ideas. Remember, creativity isn't a complexity, it's about clarity. 5. Collaborate intentionally. Great ideas rarely happen in isolation. They grow through collaboration, through listening, discussing, and building on each other's thoughts. But collaboration isn't about sitting in a room and waiting for magic to happen. It's about creating a space where people feel safe to share, without judgment, without fear of being wrong. If you want to generate new ideas with your team, create an environment where curiosity is valued more than certainty. Try this approach. Encourage every voice, even the quiet ones. Build on others' ideas using yes and instead of yes but. Celebrate attempts, not just outcomes. When people feel safe to share freely, creativity flows naturally. 6. Capture your ideas immediately. How many times have you had a great idea and lost it a few minutes later? Ideas are fleeting. They arrive quickly and they disappear just as fast. That's why creative professionals don't rely on memory. They rely on systems. Keep a notebook or a digital note app handy at all times. Write down ideas, half-thoughts, or interesting observations, even if they don't seem useful now. Because creativity isn't just about generating ideas. It's about collecting them, too. The smallest today could become your biggest innovation tomorrow. 7. Don't judge ideas too early. Many people kill great ideas before they have a chance to grow. They judge them too quickly. This will never work. It's too risky. Someone's already tried that. But every idea looks imperfect in the beginning. It's supposed to. The best innovators' ideas time to evolve. They treat the first version like a seed, something to nurture, not evaluate. So when you're brainstorming, hold your judgment. Let ideas breathe. Quantity first, quality later. You can always refine a rough idea. You can't resurrect one you never allowed to exist. 8. Use creative constraints. Here's the paradox. Too much freedom can block creativity. When you have endless options, get stuck. But when you add constraints, time, resources, limitations, your brain starts to problem solve in new ways. Think about it. Some of the most innovative ideas in history came from working within limits. So instead of saying, we can't because we don't have enough, ask, how could we do this with what we have? Constraints for creativity. They make you think sharper, leaner, and smarter. 9. Turn frustration into fuel. Frustration is a sign that the brain sees a better way. The moments that annoy you most at work, inefficient systems, repeated problems, missed opportunities, are signals. Behind every frustration is a creative opportunity. So instead of complaining, start questioning. Ask yourself, what would make this better? What can I simplify? What can I automate or eliminate? Innovation often starts with irritation because that's where the need for improvement lives. 10. Make idea generation a habit, not an event. Don't wait for the big brainstorm or annual strategy day. Ideas are born in the everyday. Build creativity into your weekly rhythm. Reflect every Friday. What did I learn this week? Start meetings with one new idea per person. Challenge yourself. What's one thing I could improve by 1%? Creativity doesn't have to be revolutionary. It just has to be consistent. And the more consistently you practice it, the easier it becomes. Creativity isn't about being extraordinary. It's about being intentional. It's the ability to see possibilities where others see problems. To stay curious even when things feel routine. To keep asking, exploring, and experimenting one idea at a time. So here's your reminder. You don't have to wait for permission to be creative. You don't need a title or a department or a brainstorming session. You just need awareness and the courage to ask, what if? Because new ideas don't come from somewhere magical. They come from you, from your curiosity, your frustration, your willingness to keep exploring. And every idea you share, no matter how small, moves the world forward, one thought at a time. Thank you for tuning in to Mindshift. If this episode sparked new ideas for you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Because the more we share ideas, the more we grow together. And remember, your next big idea might not come when you're looking for it, but when you finally slow down enough to see it.